the sunshine smiles on me.
All right, Vinyl Community Lottery. Here are some of the questions that Robert Z suggested that we answer to help explain a little bit more about our collecting style. He asked for us to kind of describe what our collecting style is. I'm going to say I'm just kind of like a compulsive shopper, and if I see a stack of records, I want to flip through it. I need to flip through it. I have to know what's in that stack. So I end up flipping through any stack of records that I see, no matter where it is. I've gone to people's barns and flipped through records that had bird nests on top of them. I mean, I found some really cool records. I found Tom Waits records in a barn with bird nests on top of the records. And once you pull that shrink wrap off, they were good as new. So, yeah, if you got records, I ain't above it. I'll dig through them. My collecting style, I guess, is, yeah, let me hear it. I love records that are about, like, animal noises, just as much as I love records by, I guess, famous singers and things. Sometimes I think animal noises are maybe more interesting than a lot of singers or famous musicians. I like weird records, so I often just collect records because I think the pictures on them are cool. So yeah, I'm not like a huge banjo fan, but this cover is amazing, so yeah, I'm gonna buy it. If you have a record that says it's the screeching sounds of distressed rats, I'm probably going to buy that too, just because I'm curious of what a distressed rodent would sound like. Actually, I had that record, sold it something to Value Vinyl Steve, and now he's enjoying it, so person of like taste there. Yeah, if it looks fun, I'm going to get it because I want to listen to it. Most of my records are dollar bin records. Not all, but a lot of them are, because that's the most fun place to dig, where I'm going to find something unusual. Regular record stores, I love them, but most of the time I can't afford them. So real record store records I have to purchase with care and caution because it ain't cheap and I don't have deep pockets. So I'm a budget girl. I just have to shop where I can afford it. And if I go to Goodwill and find a whole bunch of records, I feel like I've been on a spree. So that's always really satisfying. He asked about our organization too. In my shelves, I have one shelf that's for like the exotica stuff. I've got a shelf of CDs out in the garage that are things that I listen to in the car so I can grab them on my way to the car. I've got a regular shelf that's somewhat alphabetical, so I'll call my organizational style You Ain't the Boss of Me. That's my organizational style. That's how I do it. Kind of alphabetical, not really. Where I want to listen to it, that's where it's sitting. Let's see, what else? Cleaning. Can I just buy records that are cleanish? And I don't want records that have like tons of crud on them. So if it's mildewy, I'm probably not going to buy it. Or if it has like mold and stuff, yeah, I'm not going to buy that. Unless it's real weird. And then I might buy it. But for the most part, if it's really cruddy, I'm probably going to leave it alone. Leave that for somebody who's got more time and is more ambitious about cleaning than I am. The little velvety cleaning pad thing with a little bit of cleaning solution is usually about as far as it's going to go. So they're usually pretty clean when we get them. We don't have spin clean. Yeah. It's just going to play. What else? Storing records. I store records wherever I'm going to listen to them.
your flowers sing, your ocean breeze is cool, your church bells ring, you warble champagne.
So I got a stack pretty much in every place that I hang out. RSD. He asked what our thoughts on Record Store Day were. I think Record Store Day started out as a great idea to get people to go to the store physically to buy records and support those independent record stores. Now, it's not so much about independent record stores. It's definitely not about the little guy anymore. It's about whoever can afford those expensive titles. And I think that's not cool. So I would rather celebrate Record Store Day every day by going to the actual little guy's record store who often can't afford to be a part of it. There you go. Also, I think most RSD titles, there was no need for them to reissue a whole lot of stuff. I think it's just a cash grab now. Usually when I see the RSD titles that I think are interesting, I go straight to find out if the OG copies are cheaper, or a CD, or a digital download, whatever I can afford. Every now and then there's some RSD stuff that I think is pretty tasty, but not as much anymore. Now I think it's kind of just, it's jumped the shark. And he also, Robert Z also asked us about our thoughts on condition. I don't mind Snap Crackle Pop. I don't mind it at all. I always like listening to AM radio. I still listen to it really late at night because I want to hear those, coast to coast, hearing stories about aliens and things like that. I don't mind a little fuzz. Doesn't bother me. When I get something that's really squeaky clean, beautiful, and plays perfectly, it's a beautiful thing to behold. Now, as far as sleeves are concerned, I don't care if there's corner bins. You don't play the cover. I do like it if I can find something still in the shrink. That's lovely. But if the shrink wrap looks cruddy, that crap's going. And I've gotten to where I really hate the sleeves. I hate putting them in sleeves. Unless it's like a fancy schmancy album, which we have a few. Dave has more than I do. If it's a really nice record, it deserves to be in a sleeve to be protected. But for the most part, if I want to listen to the Country Bears, I haven't got time to be taken out of a sleeve. I need to hear Country Bears right away. So sleeves just get in the way. I do like the lovely little poly liners. Those are for the inner sleeves. Those are super nice, especially when the old inner sleeves get real crunchy. But yeah, for the most part, I think the outer bag sleeves are kind of a pain in the tail. So I guess I have a love-hate relationship with those because some of them I want to protect the nice stuff or the nicer stuff, but it does get in the way. Anyway, let's see, what else did I miss? I already showed you my listening rooms, and I guess that's pretty much it. So this is my entry into the VC lottery, squeaking in at the last second, trying to describe my collecting style. I hope I covered all the bases. I'm wearing my green shirt. I think that's pretty much it. Best of luck to everybody who's entered, and thank you to all the volunteers. Y'all are awesome, and I guess that's pretty much it. Good luck, everybody, and we will talk to you later.